community. Wow. Thank you so much, Camille. Like I say, I never do this alone. This is like an army of amazing people, and I'm very inspired by all of you. Because again, I don't do this by myself. So I was very surprised for the award, but very thankful. I am not as good as guest speaker like everybody else, so I do have to have notes, because if not, I can go talking for about 2 hours. So I'm trying to keep it short and brief. First of all, I would like to thank Camille and the team from Immigrant Art for the nomination. I'm very grateful and honored to be the first recipient for the Immigrant Community Champion Award. But I also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Kyle on receiving the Immigrant Justice Award. First and foremost, I want to thank God for allowing me to pursue a career where I feel like I make a difference in people's life. A lot of people feel like they have to go to work. I feel like I just go to see a friend or to visit a family member. I'm just there to support them and help them and guide them in any way possible. I wanted to thank my family, my friend, and my son, Jarrell, is here with me today. He's 16 years old. And he let me work until very, very late at night, so thank you for that. And thanks to Just Cause and the colleagues for the fantastic support to our clients and volunteers who have provided legal representation to immigrants who cannot access or afford legal services. When we're talking about the immigrant community who live in the rural community, it's a beautiful community, but they live with a lot of challenges. It's isolation, there is fear to understand who is an attorney who can represent them. There is no knowledge about what the immigrant law actually is. And when we started doing this work a couple of years ago and to bring in immigration consultations directly at the farm, we have identified individuals who are being eligible for U visas, for T visas, for DACA. We one time identified a naturalized citizen at birth. We were like, wait a minute, your parents are naturalized? Let's do the N600, we can actually make you naturalized as well. All these things that sometimes it's just because they don't have the information. And if for us, immigration law could be so complicated, I cannot imagine for somebody who's not really keeping attention about all these different changes. I gotta say that many thanks to the immigration attorneys who continue offering mentorship. It's an amazing group of people who continue helping every time that I have a question, that I don't know what to do, that I wanted to provide a referral. You guys are super amazing and say, you know, well, send it to me, I'll take care of the case. So thank you for that. Now, as a legal advocate, I have to say that I have to use this space to reiterate the need of more support and access to legal representation in immigrants across the nation. We can reach to more individuals by working together. There is an overwhelming need for more attorneys to do pro bono work. So if we have any attorneys here doing pro bono work, please talk to me before you leave. We need you. I respectfully ask anybody who teaches law to encourage their students to enter into the immigration law. As you know, this area of the law addresses the foundation of the country and building an inclusive and vibrant society. Immigrants left everything they knew and those who they loved to pursue their dream for a better life in the most beautiful nation of the world, the land of the opportunity and the land of the free. Let's commit to lifting their voices so they can become leaders in their own communities, educating our families and friends on the realities of navigating an impossible, complex system and a harm to their youth of the lost promise of a better future that does not arrive. Oxford Dictionary defines resilience as the capacity to quickly recover from difficulty. That for me are immigrants. They quickly recover from any difficulties. They also represent those who work from sunrise to sundown harvesting our food. Those who work and labor is critical to our society during the horrifying pandemic. Those that are still working hard knowing that the immigration status will prevent them from having the same opportunities that you and me. To help immigrants reach their dream, we must continue to fight for justice, advocate for immigration reform, and support the Immigration Advocates Resource Collaborative. No bajes la guardia, don't let your guard down. We are more than vital than ever, and together we can send a clear and consistent message to our legislators to provide a path to citizenship for the millions of immigrants, an immigration reform that can end the uncertainty of millions of essential workers and immigrants that build this country. Their labor and wide-ranging contribution are critical for our society, enrich our culture, and make significant contribution to our economic well-being. While the pandemic created additional obstacles for us and the immigrant community, it also brought us together. And we can see how much we can shift if we continue our partnership. Thank you again for your contribution, for your inspiration, and si se puede.
Thank you, Irene. And apparently all of our speeches have inspired the children, so Jarrell and Zoe would like to say something. So why don't we Jarrell, okay, you're going to go first.
Thank you, Zoe. So I'm not really like a crowd speaker, so to say. If you ever seen me before, I'm usually next to my mom while she's just doing her job, talking to the people. But for this moment, because she got this award, I think this is necessary to say. Whenever we moved to the States after my mom fought to move here and left her family for me, we struggled in the beginning, and then we made it. We made it into a better area where there's better education, and I've been able to advocate with my mom every step of the way. And for the last 15 years of my life, every day I can remember my mom working past 12 o'clock at night when I'm supposed to be going to bed, working, fighting for almost every person that she has ever believed in. Whenever I see my mom work, she's so passionate. And she's not like, let me take a break, let's go do something else. No, she is directly in her work every step of the way until her job is done. And then after her job is done, she moves on to the next one. She never stops. And that is why I love her, and I'm so proud to be her son.
Guys. So a slight more detour in the program, and then we'll get back to the last speech. Zoe wanted to say something after hearing from all of you.
Okay, thank you. But first,
can I say it? Okay, whisper it in my ear.
Say it in front.
Thank you to all the people who made a speech tonight. Can you please come up here after we'll come up here? And then did you want to say something about the lawyers? Okay, first I'll make my speech. Well, in that case, I want to say that we have another award for, unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight, to Kyle Dandelet, who has been a steadfast supporter of our lawyers, and every time I need some pro bono, you can stay here. Well, every time we need pro bono help, every time we need something from a law firm, every time we need just somebody to, honestly, a shoulder to cry on and someone to think through, Kyle has been there for us, and Kyle exemplifies the kinds of lawyers that are in IR's community, and we were so proud to give him the Immigrant Justice Award tonight. He's not here because it's the birthday of 2 of his children and his wife. Oh, wow. So that was bad timing on our part. But here to read his remarks is Carmen Ray from IRAP.
Hi everyone, I am by no means Kyle, but imagine a very handsome, middle-aged man with a full head of hair. And this is what Kyle has to say. Thank you to Immigrant Arc for this incredible honor. I'm so sorry that I'm not able to see all of you and accept this award in person, but it's a triple birthday at my house, and tonight I'm celebrating my wonderful wife, Victoria, and our 3-year-old twins. It's a great privilege for me to receive an award from an organization I care about so much. On January 28, 2017, I, like so many of you, drove to JFK at 5 in the morning with no plan other than to try to help people who were being detained under the Muslim travel ban. I remember getting home that night, talking to a reporter about my experiences, and not being able to answer her first question, which was, "How do you feel?" It wasn't until many days later that I recognized what I felt. It was the same indescribable sadness I experienced when I was a sophomore at Georgetown University, stood on the rooftop of my apartment building, and watched the Pentagon burn on 9/11. It was the feeling of not recognizing my own country. At the time of the travel ban, I was working at Sanchez for Families. For me, and for so many other immigration attorneys, that weekend was a transformative moment that allowed us to look beyond our own individual caseloads and siloed practices and see ourselves as part of a much larger community and cause. The immediacy of that weekend has faded, but the strength of our community has not. We are much more organized, collaborative, and able and adept at responding to crisis. Camille, that is solely because of you and this incredible organization that you have created. Thank you for bringing us together, keeping us together, despite ourselves. That's my honest side. And making us better advocates and better friends. In accepting this award, I want to briefly recognize two people. First, I want to recognize Jennifer Croman. Yay! Who had the foresight and the guts to convince Cleary Gottlieb to hire me as the first pro bono immigration attorney at a corporate law firm. Jen, without you, the work that's being celebrated tonight would have never happened. Second, I want to thank Carmen Ray. Carmen, this is ridiculous. I know. But hey, not only are you delivering my words with much more emotion and inflection than I would have, but you also taught me everything I know about immigration law. Thank you all. I look forward to seeing you soon. Good night and good luck.
Actually, I would first like to say, everybody who made a speech, can you please come up here?
Okay. Everyone who made a speech, come up here. That would be me, Alex, Irene, Carmen. I'm sorry. I don't say no to the dog. Okay, where's this going? Yeah, okay. As Zoe takes a moment to remember, I just want to say that, first of all, as you can see here, by the way, IARC is women run and women led and women created, and we're never going to stop celebrating that. So please give us a big round of applause. And the silent auction is still open. We've got some amazing items. Okay, you got it. We've got some amazing items. It's up front. It's open till 8:30. You can claim your prizes if you win anything here. So please go check it out. All the proceeds go to IARC. It's all going to our work on Afghanistan and helping our Haitian brothers and sisters tonight, helping all of our immigrant communities who are hurting and who deserve that, who deserve for us to be there to fight for them. Thank you all for coming. To all my friends who are here tonight, to all my friends who couldn't be here, for New Yorkers at Heart, who I know are thinking of us.